2-1 pitch. Crawford deals, and a fastball for a strike.
You were looking at me when you announced that. Are you suggesting that it's time for me to get back into it, get another degree?
We can hire you to teach.
Hey, because I got all this free time. I'd be up for that.
Yeah, it's a lot of fun. I did it for 29 years at Northeastern and 12 at Franklin Pierce. The pitch, breaking ball low and inside. Keeps you in touch with youth. And we've had some excellent students. Talked to one yesterday, the Reverend Leslie Sterling, who became the first female public address announcer in the American League, succeeding the late Sherb Feller. Leslie went on to the ministry, an Episcopal priest. The runner goes, swinging a high fly ball, left center field. On comes Ref Snyder. He's there and makes the catch to retire the Tigers. After half an inning, Detroit nothing. Boston coming up on the Shaws in Star Market, WEEI Red Sox Network.
Join us at Odyssey as we all do our one thing. Together, millions of things for our planet. Some summer items should not be mixed in with your curbside recycling. Items like garden hoses, plastic planters, pool toys, squirt guns, and lawn chairs are generally not recyclable and are best donated to charity. If you have a question as to whether an item can be recycled, look at the recycling triangle and number, usually on the bottom of the product. When we each share our one thing, it becomes 100 things, 1,000 things, 1,000,000 things for our planet. What's your one thing?
Every business seeks an advantage, whether it's having the best location, hiring top talent, or spotting trends before they happen. And now, the United States Postal Service can give your business a new advantage. Introducing USPS Ground Advantage. Reliable and affordable 2 to 5 day package shipping. It's the advantage you need at the price you want. Get the Ground Advantage at USPS.com/advantage. The United States Postal Service, delivering for America.
When you drive the most dependable mass market brand, you can stop thinking about what you can't do and start doing what you never thought possible. Visit your local Kia dealer today to see yourself behind the wheel of the #1 most dependable mass market brand 3 years in a row by J.D. Power. Kia, movement that inspires.
Call 800-3334-KIA for details. Always drive safely. Kia received the fewest reported problems among mass market brands in the J.D. Power 2021 to 2023 U.S. Vehicle Dependability Studies. 2023 study based on 2020 models. See jdpower.com/awards for 2023 details.
Why?
If you have T-Mobile 5G home internet, you might be hearing this
Why?
a lot.
Why?
Every time your internet slows down during the busiest hours.
Why?
Because your network gives priority to cell phone users.
Why?
Good question. Why not switch to Cox Internet with 2 times faster download speeds than T-Mobile 5G home internet during peak hours?
Okay.
Stop the whys and visit cox.com/5G home for details. T-Mobile prioritizes certain T-Mobile phone users over home internet users during times of congestion.
Hi, this is Adam Duvall. You're listening to the home of the Red Sox, WEEI.
Here we go with Rob Refsnyder leading off in the Herb Chambers batting order, sponsored by Herb Chambers, Audi Burlington, and Audi Brookline. Rob playing in center field, takes one down the middle, a call strike from old friend Eddie Rodriguez, who's faced the Red Sox once. That was in April of last season, and the Red Sox beat him. And Eddie's been very good. The 0-1. Fastball pumped in for a strike, and it's 0-2. With enough innings to qualify, he would be among the league leaders. He'd be second in ERA at 2.75, and seventh toughest to hit at 218 average against him. The pitch is lofted foul over by the Red Sox dugout. He's been very stingy in terms of giving up base hits. 101 in the third innings, only 81 hits, 25 walks, 101 K. So he's averaging a K per inning. The pitch, fastball taken high from Eddie, who turned down a deal for the Dodgers. He's happy in Detroit. Did he turn it down for family reasons? A chance to go way up in the standings. Here's a 1-2 and a swing and a miss and a good changeup down and away. Eddie was always a fun guy to be around with the Red Sox, and he's a guy Alex Cora really pushed to the limit. I think Eddie came in with a reputation of maybe being satisfied to be a fifth starter. And Alex really jumped on him and said, "You're a lot better than this," and he proved to be. He really stepped up, and he's got a nice free agent deal last year from the Tigers. Here's Justin Turner who fouls it to the backstop, strike one.
It was often frustrating. He wouldn't finish off at bats and hitters, and I know that drove Alex crazy. 90 pitches, you'd look up, it'd be, the fourth inning.
But Alex really helped his career, no question. The pitch misses inside to Turner, who's hitting 286, which is 9th overall, 18 homers, and 72 knocked in. He had a home run and a single yesterday as he returned off that heel injury. 1-1 is swung on, fisted foul to the right. He'll probably have to play through it all season, as his wife Courtney was telling us on the air yesterday. She was on with us to promote the Turner Trot, which is coming up Saturday, August 26th, along the Charles River Walk. The pitch, foul to the right, out of play. It starts at the half shell, and you can go to turnertrot.com to register or to volunteer.
I mean, he is all over the place. He does not say no. Before the game today, met with a group of kids, signed autographs.
He is a really community-oriented guy. Pitch is swung on and foul, tipped into the mid, and down he goes. And so is Courtney, who is a pole vaulter.
That's
as
something
a youngster.
I would never try.
UCLA grad. That's why she likes these colors.
Indeed.
The yellow and blue, although I think UCLA calls it gold. What conference are they in these days?
Oh, man, the Big Ten, I guess.
The Big 20?
Yeah.
Trevor Story lines the first pitch hard toward the gap in right center. Nobody's going to catch it. It hits on the track, and it bounces over the bullpens right where they split and into the bleachers. Trevor Story jumping on Eddie's first pitch and ripping a two-bagger. He had 2 hits on Friday night, didn't play yesterday, but he really crushed that one, the low line drive. So after a couple of strikeouts, a booming double, and here's Yoshida, who's hitting an even 300. He's homered 12 times, driven in 56. As we're in the Safe Flight Auto Glass part of the order for home runs by batters 3 through 6. Safe Flight donates $200 to the Greater Boston Food Bank. And a fastball over the inner half for a strike. 2 out, and Story at first base. Eddie works from the third base side of the rubber. The lefty from Venezuela deals and misses inside. We're excited to share the Walmart stepping up to the plate for every Walmart wall ball. They'll donate $100 to the American Diabetes Association. Visit AmericanDiabetesAssociation.org for free resources and support. Left on left matchup here, and Rodriguez leaves it low and away. 2 balls and a strike. Tigers do have some good young arms, and the veteran in Rodriguez. Not many bats, though, although you wouldn't know it yesterday. The pitch, big swing and a miss. They had 4 solo homers. They have 112 as a team, which is second from the bottom, and are second from the bottom in runs scored. Red Sox with 130 home runs are 14th. 106 miles an hour off the bat for that double by Story. The pitch, ground ball, stabbed by Eddie. Not the best fielder, but he grabs this one easily, underhands the first to retire the side. After 1, 0-0 in the Shaw's and Star Market, WEEI Red Sox Network. Hey, it's Joe from my friends at Shaw's and Star Market. Now through Thursday at Shaw's and Star Market, get 2-liter bottles of Coca-Cola or Pepsi or 28-ounce Gatorade for 97 cents when you use the digital coupon Limit 6. When you shop with the Shaw's app, you get amazing deals and earn points on every purchase. Short on time? Order ahead for free curbside pickup or get delivery. Save on Coke, Pepsi, and Gatorade today at Shaw's and Star Market.
When you drive the most dependable mass market brand, you can stop thinking about what you can't do and start doing what you never thought possible. Visit your local Kia dealer today to see yourself behind the wheel of the #1 most dependable mass market brand 3 years in a row by J.D. Power. Kia, movement that inspires.
Call 800-3334-KIA for details. Always drive safely. Kia received the fewest reported problems among mass market brands in the J.D. Power 2021 to 2023 U.S. Vehicle Dependability Studies. 2023 study based on 2020 models. See jdpower.com/awards for 2023 details.
How powerful is Cox Internet? So powerful that one day, your daughter will be able to simulate a soccer match against some of the world's best players right from your backyard. Get gig speeds powered by fiber from Cox. It's internet built for tomorrow, today. Internet delivered through Cox's hybrid fiber coax network. Speeds vary and are not guaranteed. Cox terms and other restrictions apply.
From town councils to Capitol Hill, agents who are realtors are advocating for what's right. We're working to increase affordable housing supply and ensure fair housing for all. Realtors are members of the National Association of Realtors. That's who we are.
You're listening to the Sox on the Shaws and Star Market WEEI Red Sox Radio Network. Now, back to the play-by-play action.
We move to the second inning. Leading off will be Spencer Torkelson in the Herb Chambers batting order, sponsored by Herb Chambers Lexus of Sharon, Lexus of Hingham. Torkelson takes a breaking ball low and away. Yesterday, Torkelson hit his first career 4-hit game, and among them was a towering home run to left center, his 18th. He's hitting at .229. Crawford's pitch right over the top is a little high with a fastball. Mike Muchlinski calling the balls and strikes. Alan Porter at first, Jim Wolf at second, and Jeremy Riggs is the third base umpire. 2-0 pitch coming to the right-hand batter, and that's over the inner half. A call strike with a cutter at 88. Crawford works from the set. Of course, he had a lot of relief experience with the Red Sox. Here's the pitch, and a wave and a miss. That was a curve down and away. Time granted the hitter now. Seattle lost last night. Their 8-game win streak came to an end 1-0 to the Orioles in 10 innings. It was scoreless all the way. Fittingly, on the night they honored King Felix Hernandez. It was a pitcher's battle. Here it is. And a foul to the right out of play. Seattle's got some good young arms. They have a tough schedule down the stretch. They have 7 games left for the high-flying Rangers. 2-2 pitch. Swing and a foul to the backstop. But the Red Sox have 7 with the Houston Astros,
who have gotten healthy and have acquired Verlander. And they are looking more and more like the juggernaut that won it all last year.
They got Yordan Alvarez back. What a fearsome hitter he is. 2-2 pitch coming. And he almost hit him, or did he? I guess he did, yeah. I think the pitch nicked off the uniform of Torkelson and then hit the umpire, Muchlinski. That's why he didn't call it right away, because he got nailed by it. So Torkelson didn't appear to be injured. Now that hit 3 people. Hit the batter, hit off the catcher Wong's hip, and then hit Muchlinski.
Plinko.
Pinball. Here's McKinstry, the second baseman. He's played all over in this series. Started at short yesterday. Played third the first game. He's hitting .234 with 7 homers. The pitch is in there for a strike.
You're right about the Mariners. They finish with Rangers, Astros, Rangers to close the season. However, the next couple of weeks are a critical stretch for them and for the Red Sox to keep pace.
0-1. Ground ball bounced wide to first, into right field, past the diving Casas. On his way to third is Torkelson. The throw, a chance to get him, but he's safe. It was a high throw from Duvall. Third baseman came down with it and tried to put a tag on the sliding runner, Torkelson, but that extra height made the slide to the front of the bag possible, and he's in there safely. Urias had to jump to get the throw. That ball's into shallow right, and Duvall charged it well. I think a perfect throw had him. But instead, runners at first and third with nobody out for Miguel Cabrera, playing his final game at Fenway. Got just 1 homer this year. The pitch, running down and in ball 1. But he moved past Robin Yount for 19th place on the all-time hit list. Got more hits than Tony Gwynn. Been around a long time. Came up in 03 and helped the Marlins to the World Championship his first year. He grounds one to short. This should get a run home. It will. Story has it. Throws to first, gets him by 30 feet. But an RBI by Cabrera, his 18th. 1-0. Tigers lead it. As McKinstry took second on the throw to third. Cabrera made contact, got the job done. He lumbers slowly back to the dugout.
So fun to watch Trevor Story play shortstop. I mean, the play he made to begin the game in foul territory, probably very few get to that.
Yeah, it wasn't very high. Here's Zach Short popping one up. Shallow right field. Second baseman and first baseman are there, and Reyes makes the catch, fighting the sun for the out. So 2 one-pitch outs, which Cutter has to love.
But even that one that Cabrera just hit, I mean, so smooth. He rotated his hips to give himself at least a chance to check on the runner going home. He did the right thing, smoothly throwing to first. Remember, he would not do it last year with the Red Sox because he just wanted to master and learn the second base position.
And he was on his way to a Gold Glove till he got hurt, I think. Jake Rogers, the catcher, has 14 homers, hitting .211. Then he takes one that bounces in there, ball one. A lot of these breaking balls and cutters have been very short of the plate by Cutter today. Our Subaru of New England scoreboard. Everything getting underway later. Toronto trying to avoid being swept by the Cubs at home, and Baltimore at Seattle. 2 games the Red Sox will watch very closely. Don't miss out on the Subaru Summer. Details at SubaruofNewEngland.com. Check swing and a high fastball that misses.
So the Mariners finish their series with the Orioles today. And then after that, it's Kansas City for 4. They do play the Astros for 3, but then White Sox, Royals, Athletics.
They can make hay with those guys. Right-hand batter swings, tops one slowly toward third. Charged by Urias. Gloves, throws from the edge of the grass. Got him on a close play. They had a slow-footed catcher, and that made the difference. The Tigers want to check to see if they should review it. They will not. So they do get a run. 1-0 Detroit after an inning and a half on the Shaws and Star Market, WEEI Red Sox Network.
Kelley Blue Book is the one-stop shop for pricing, fixing, selling, and instant cash offering. Instant cash offer is exactly what it sounds like. An official offer to buy or trade your car. Just enter your VIN or license plate, answer a few questions about your car's history, and what kind of condition it's in. In minutes, you'll receive an offer to sell or trade your car that you can be sure is fair. Then choose a dealer to purchase your car and schedule a time to meet. For all of the its, KBB.com.
When you drive the most dependable mass market brand, you can stop thinking about what you can't do and start doing what you never thought possible. Visit your local Kia dealer today to see yourself behind the wheel of the #1 most dependable mass market brand 3 years in a row by J.D. Power. Kia, movement that inspires.
Call 800-334-KIA for details. Always drive safely. Kia received the fewest reported problems among mass market brands in the J.D. Power 2021 to 2023 U.S. Vehicle Dependability Studies. 2023 study based on 2020 models. See jdpower.com/awards for 2023 details.
Why?
Why? If you have T-Mobile 5G home internet, you might be hearing this
Why?
a lot.
Why?
Every time your internet slows down during the busiest hours.
Why?
Why? Because your network gives priority to cell phone users.
Why?
Good question. Why not switch to Cox Internet with 2 times faster download speeds than T-Mobile 5G home internet during peak hours?
Okay.
Stop the whys and visit cox.com/5G home for details. T-Mobile prioritizes certain T-Mobile phone users over home internet users during times of congestion.
Some companies are big, others are small. To Robert Half, their hiring needs are equally huge. At Robert Half, our specialized recruiting professionals elevate their expertise with proprietary AI tools to transform candidate discovery, assessment, and selection. Whether sourcing talent locally or in any geography that works for you, Robert Half can pinpoint hard-to-find candidates in finance and accounting, technology, marketing and creative, legal, and administrative and customer support. At Robert Half, we know talent.
Jones and Mego, weekdays 2 to 6.
Now back to the Shaws and Star Market, WEEI Red Sox Radio Network.
1-0 Tigers, bottom of the second, and the Herb Chambers batting order. Adam Duvall leading off, hitting at .246 with 10 homers. He hit a ball right through the rungs of the ladder on the left field wall here Friday night. Swinging a high pop-up. This is playable. along the third base line. Long run with the third baseman. He's in trouble, but the catch is made nicely there by the third baseman Verling. He lost it momentarily. It's a very high sky. I know you missed seeing that ball.
I cannot
rattle around.
believe
It didn't
it.
rattle around. It just hit in between the rung of the ladder and bounced back.
I've been waiting years for that, and I miss a game, and sure enough. I still want one that like takes an awful bounce away from an outfielder.
There's a strike to Reyes. We've seen that happen, and the triple resulted. But that was many years ago. Reyes hitting .326 with 1 homer, and he takes a strike.
Well, after your exploits at Fenway Johnny's, you're like the ladder expert now. We'll just get you up on that one, too.
I don't like ladders. Or heights, especially at this stage.
Best to.
But it was worth it to sign it for Fenway Johnny's. Sign the wall. Here's the 0-2, and it's low.
I was such a dummy this Christmas season. I was trying to hang some garland above my door frame, and I got the little, 5-foot ladder out with the spread legs.
That one's high, 2-2.
And I just had it right on the edge of my staircase as I'm going up to hook this garland.
Here's the 2-2, and Reyes takes low and away and a changeup.
I mean, I was basically Clark Griswold. The ladder slips. I fall straight on top of it. Like my whole chest right on top of this painter's ladder. Cracked 2 ribs. Never again.
Painful. There's a drive hit to center field and deep. Back goes Riley Green. Turns at the edge of the track and makes the catch. Reyes, give it a ride. But just a long out as we have completed the Safe Light Auto Glass part of the order. First time around. Any home run by batters 3 through 6. Safe Light donates $200 to the Greater Boston Food Bank.
So now if there's anything that requires a ladder, basically I'm just not going to do it.
I don't blame you. Why do you need a ladder? You're 6'7".
Big door.
Tristan Casas with a 5-game hit streak, at .250 with 19 homers, grounds a foul to the right. We think the Red Sox would bunt a few times today, knowing Yeti's a poor fielder.
It would be a good idea. Unfortunately, Duran is not in there. Wong is a very good bunter.
Whatever, Rodriguez will not win a Gold Glove. Here's the pitch, and it's low and away.
There were times, not quite. Lester, he does not like to throw to bases.
It's amazing John Lester was so successful so long with that difficulty throwing to bases. Here's the 1-1, and it's low. We'll check the league later. There's a new circling of the drain presented by Drains by James, Eastern Mass's choice for drain cleaning and pipelining at Drains by James. They give a poop about your pipes. 2-1 pitch is taken low.
See, I thought that would get a little chuckle from JoJo. I thought he'd enjoy that particular copy. Your grandson is sitting next to you.
Is he listening? Smiling. The home run leader remains Ohtani with 40 in the American League, but he's 2 behind the Major League leader now, Matt Olson, who has 42.
His mother was in here a little while ago, and she said, I hope he's not too distracting. I said, what are you talking about? He's a church mouse.
Yeah, be around him a little more. You'll find out. Low and away, and that's ball 4. So just started football practice at Walpole Junior High. Plays hockey and baseball as well. So a 2-out walk brings up Connor Wong, hitting a .244 with 6 homers.
He's got hockey hair, for sure.
His grandma would like to see it a little shorter. But the hockey helmet hides it well. The pitch. Fastball is outside, ball 1. They play the coldest rinks.
Oh. I used to play in some that were basically outside. Like they'd have a roof over them, but no walls.
I think it's warmer outside than it is in the rinks at times. 1-0 pitch. Foul straight back and out of play.
And you spend your off seasons going to like 700 sporting events for the grandkids.
Lots of fun. Got a great athletic program, especially hockey in Walpole. As we saw many times from Joseph Michael Morgan. Was a great hockey player there, and then at BC, All-American. Pitch misses inside. 2-1. I was talking to Joe the other day. He does not like managers wearing sweatshirts. He wants them to wear the uniform with the numbers showing. I don't think anyone does today, do they?
Very few actually put the jersey on.
There's a drive down the right field line. This is a fair ball. It hits on the track, and it's going to stay in the field of play. That might score. The runner crosses rounding third. Here he comes, and he's going to make it. Standing and into third with a triple is Connor Wong, and we're tied at 1. I hit a bullet down the line, hit on the track, and the hope was it wouldn't bounce into the stands because then Casas couldn't score, but Tristan lumbered around the bases and touched them all. 1-1 the score. Wong with his 27th RBI.
It had to do all of those things around the wall to get Casas home from first base. It just rode the rail perfectly by the bean sign out to 380.
First triple of the year for Connor. Number 9 hitter, Urias takes the ball. He's been struggling. 4 for 21 since joining the Red Sox. Hitting 158 overall with a homer, getting his first start at third base today for Boston. And he fouls it to the right out of play. Connor had 2 hits Friday night, both to the opposite field, and good things happen when he drives it that way. 1-1. Eduardo delivers home and a foul to the right out of play. .12:05 start today. Only the Patriots Day game starts earlier. That's 104.2 miles an hour off the bat to right field, a triple by Wong. This is the first time Eddie Rodriguez has ever started here as a visitor. He lost to the Red Sox, as we mentioned, last April in Detroit. Here's the pitch home and a check swing strike over the inside edge, and that ends the second inning. Red Sox leave a runner at third, but do tie it. 1-1 after 2 on the Shaws and Star Market, WEEI Red Sox Network.
Arbella Insurance has been serving the New England community for over 35 years. We're your friends, your neighbors, your fellow New Englanders. We circle the same rotaries and clean up after the same storms. Being your neighbor helps us provide you with the coverage you need to drive, live, or run a business in this part of the country we call home. Arbella, here for New England, here for good.
How powerful is Cox Internet? So powerful that one day, your daughter will be able to simulate a soccer match against some of the world's best players right from your backyard. Get gig speeds powered by fiber from Cox. It's internet built for tomorrow, today. Internet delivered through Cox's hybrid fiber coax network. Speeds vary and are not guaranteed. Cox terms and other restrictions apply.
When you drive the most dependable mass market brand, you can stop thinking about what you can't do and start doing what you never thought possible. Visit your local Kia dealer today to see yourself behind the wheel of the #1 most dependable mass market brand 3 years in a row by J.D. Power. Kia, movement that inspires.
Call 800-334-KIA for details. Always drive safely. Kia received the fewest reported problems among mass market brands in the J.D. Power 2021 to 2023 U.S. Vehicle Dependability Studies. 2023 study based on 2020 models. See jdpower.com/awards for 2023 details.
Hey, this is Tristan Casas. This is the home of the Sox, WEEI.
Tristan Casas using the wheels on Connor Wong's triple to tie the game. It is 1-1 as we go into the third. Cutter Crawford returns to the mound. He'll see the top of the Tigers' order: Baddoo, Green, and Vierling in the Herb Chambers batting order, which is brought to you by Herb Chambers Mercedes-Benz of Boston, Mercedes-Benz of Natick, and Flagship Motor Cars of Linfield. Throw goes down, and here comes Baddoo, who was retired on that great running play by Trevor Story that started things here on a sun-splashed morning, really. We're at past noon, well into the lunch hour. Sox and the Tigers tied at 1. Here's Baddoo. The third baseman, Urias, is about 20 feet off the bag, couple steps behind the cutout of the infield grass. The pitch to Baddoo. who does fly. He had an unbelievable start to his big league career, and a fastball from Crawford misses high, 1-0. Akil Baddoo and Trevor Story are in that special elite company of just amazing production to begin their careers. He homered in each of his first 2 games. Baddoo did, as he swings and misses over a fastball at 93, and it's 1-1. And of course, Story hit 2 home runs in his first game. I think 6 in his first 4 games. The 1-1 is low to Baddoo, a splitter, and it's 2 balls and 1 strike. Red Sox like the vibes of these yellow jerseys, and they've won in them. There's a superstitious lot. There's one other element to it. The 2-1 pitch is fouled off. One player after the next raves about how soft and comfortable they are, light to wear.
Not Kenley Jansen, though.
He's a traditionalist. Who was the Venezuelan pitcher in the World Baseball Classic who couldn't keep his jersey buttoned at all? The 2-2 is a little looper down the right field side, foul over the tarp and out of play. And it remains 2-2.
Luke Voigt was a guy who couldn't keep his jersey buttoned.
Well, that was on purpose.
Yeah, he's no longer in the big leagues.
Aaron Boone was asked about him the other day. You know, are you interested in it? Boone was kind of coy about it. Here's the 2-2 pitch. And it's popped up back our way toward the seats. Wong gives it a look. It's about 10 rows back, and it's 2-2. It's like a rite of summer every single year that the Yankees are not in first place, looking like a juggernaut. The rumor mill begins. The columns begin to pop up in all the New York papers about Brian Cashman and Aaron Boone. 2-2 from Crawford is a little bit outside. Hal Steinbrenner, I guess, apparently this week has said no matter what, Brian Cashman is safe. But he did not offer the same level of assurances about our friend Aaron Boone,
who was extended after last season.
3-2 is foul back. This is a battle between Baddoo and Crawford.
Baddoo did what Daniel Nava did. First pitch of his career, he hit a home run off Aaron Savali of Cleveland, who's now moved on to Tampa Bay, and then he won that game in his debut with a grand slam against Minnesota in the 9th inning.
3 balls, 2 strikes. Here it is. Hard on the ground, foul outside of first. Savali is about the Rays' only healthy pitcher now. They had a stirring comeback win over the Cleveland Guardians yesterday. Yandy Diaz and a Rosarena right in the middle of it. 3-2 is popped up. Into left field, Yoshida back onto the track right in front of the wall. He is there to make the play right in the middle of the American League scores. His left shoulder blade hit the letter M in Milwaukee. They'll be at the White Sox, a little interleague action later today. So that battle is won by Cutter. He's thrown 41 pitches. Here is Riley Green, Tigers Player of the Month. He hit .343 last month. Here a curveball from Cutter misses, and it's 1-0. Red Sox bullpen got a little thin today. Alex Cora mentioned that Joely Rodriguez suffered a little setback throwing a bullpen the other day, and that he may well not pitch again this season. 1-0 to Riley Green. Here's the pitch from Cutter, and it is a beauty. Fastball at 94. It's 1-1.
Which is unfortunate for the club and for Joel, who's a great guy to be around. Very friendly, outgoing guy.
A wallflower he is not. The 1-1 misses outside. And the Red Sox, he was great when he came back off the injured list, Joely was. Really seemed to find his groove, but likely Sox would be without him. 2-1 to Green. Here's the pitch. And it is a strike on the outside corner. The Crawford Cutter.
Javi Baez played Friday night, but he's gone on the bereavement list, so they've called up a utility infielder to replace him named Diaz.
2 balls, 2 strikes. Here's the pitch, and it is fouled back. The Tigers have not gotten quite what they hoped for from Javi Baez, who's just a marvelous physical talent. but his average has plummeted. He will mix in spectacular defensive plays. 2-2 to Green is fouled off. Straight back. The Tigers are hopeful and encouraged that this guy, Riley Green, and Spencer Torkelson are their next core superstars. 2 first-round picks, and there are some signs that they are emerging to be that. The 2-2 to Green is in the dirt, a check swing on a sweeper, and it's now full count to Riley Green.
He drafted out of high school, Oviedo, Florida, by Orlando.
They're hoping those two are like their next Trammell and Whitaker. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss. He got him. Great cut fastball. Crawford's used that a lot here today, and it's been a great weapon for him. That is, interestingly, for Crawford, his first strikeout. Green is gone. And now here comes Matt Vierling. 1-1 Red Sox and the Tigers in the top of the third. Right-handed hitter. Crawford throws, and a curveball is in there for a strike. That was his 50th pitch. So Joely is on the injury report presented by the Catchus Law Group, New England's personal injury pros. Here's the 0-1. That misses. Another cutter. And it's 1-1 since '86. Catchus has won over $2 billion for their injured clients. You never pay unless Catchus wins. Cutter is ready. The 1-1. Little looper into shallow left field. Backstory in Yoshida, and Massa on the run is there to make the play off the end of the bat. Vierling poked it into left, and Yoshida makes 2 really nice plays. In the third, tied at 1, top of the order. Refsnyder, Turner, and Story for the Sox in the Shaws and Star Market. WEEI Red Sox Radio Network.
Great interest rates or great service. As a banking customer, don't you deserve both? At Northern Bank, we can offer you a 12-month CD at 5% annual percentage yield and provide the personalized service you need to reach your financial goals. Open a 12-month CD at 5% APY and grow your savings. Visit MBTC.com or stop into a Northern Bank branch today. A maximum opening deposit of $250,000 per account. Offer is for a limited time only and is subject to change without notice. Northern Bank. Member FDIC.
How powerful is Cox Internet? So powerful that one day, your daughter will be able to simulate a soccer match against some of the world's best players right from your backyard. Get gig speeds powered by fiber from Cox. It's internet built for tomorrow, today. Internet delivered through Cox's hybrid fiber coax network. Speeds vary and are not guaranteed. Cox terms and other restrictions apply.
When you drive the most dependable mass market brand, you can stop thinking about what you can't do and start doing what you never thought possible. Visit your local Kia dealer today to see yourself behind the wheel of the #1 most dependable mass market brand 3 years in a row by J.D. Power. Kia, movement that inspires.
Call 800-334-KIA for details. Always drive safely. Kia received the fewest reported problems among mass market brands in the J.D. Power 2021 to 2023 U.S. Vehicle Dependability Studies. 2023 study based on 2020 models. See jdpower.com/awards for 2023 details.
We're right back to the Sox on the Shaws and Star Market WEEI Red Sox Radio Network.
Eduardo Rodriguez facing the Red Sox lineup for the second time. Rob Refsnyder begins things in the bottom of the third, and a slider on the outside corner, at least according to the home plate umpire Mike Mchlinski. And it's 0-1 to Rob. He's only thrown now 5 sliders, Eduardo. 0-1. Is outside. There are a lot of Joes in the booth today. We got, obviously, the Hall of Famer. We're in his booth, for God's sake, the Joe Castiglione radio booth. We got Joe Braverman offering stats and analysis. The 1-1 to Refsnyder is a strike. That's a changeup at the bottom of the zone. It's 1-2. Joe Weil up behind us. And Justin Turpin feeling left out, not named Joe, back at the flagship WEEI. The 1-2 pitch is on a line into left field. Back in it, Baddoo is there right in front of the warning track to make the play. Eddie got away with one there. That was a fastball that Refsnyder smoked.
Also, right. Jojo Romano.
See? They're everywhere. I'm thinking about a name change after enjoying your great company.
Keep the two M's in Fleming.
Yeah. No danger of that. Here's Justin Turner, who takes a changeup on the outside corner from Eddie. He's mixing it up a little bit his second time through. Turner struck out swinging his first time. 0-1 is fouled back. Fastball, and it's 0-2. In about 3 hours, the Orioles and Mariners wrap up their series. Toronto hosting the Cubs. 0-2 is high in the air into left field. It is back at the wall, and it is gone. Justin Turner over everything. Behind the third row of the monster seats, his 19th homer, and the Red Sox lead it 2-1. Turner has been the Red Sox best player, and a big swing to give him a lead.
The guy you really pulled for. And he's been an outstanding player over the years. And he left in that tank.
So now here's Story, who ripped one over the wall on a bounce his first time in right as he takes a fastball from Rodriguez. It is 0-1. The Peacock telecast has got catcher's cam. And even through the mask of the catcher, Rogers, you could see Eddie knew it immediately. His head slumped. The 0-1 is swung on and missed. Eddie, early in his time with the Red Sox, openly admitted that it was hard for him to get the green monster out of his mind. And he always thought about it, pitched a little differently. It can be hard to remember that Rodriguez, early in the 2016 season, year after he broke in, was optioned back to AAA. Spent about a month down there and then came back, changed pitcher. 0-2 to Trevor Story. Pitch is on a line. One hop off the glove of the shortstop short. He has no play. And Trevor Story has hit 2 bullets. Infield hit for him. Another scorcher. After the Turner homer, a Story base hit. And he's aboard for Yoshida. Turner hit that one 401 feet. Out in every big league yard. I wonder if that's another one of those, Joe, where the expected batting average is like 930.
Has to be 1,000, doesn't it?
None of that ever makes sense to me. Here is Yoshida. Story has not really had any chances to run yet. He's looking sort of up for it here. He had a big lead, timing up Rodriguez. He's back to the bag. It is 0-1. So, Baseball Savant has that as a 950 expected batting average. Here's a pitch that's outside. Story runs, and a head-first slide. He is in there with his first Red Sox steal of the year. He is an absolute bullet, and it is fun to watch him tear down that line.
He was ruled safe Friday night, but replay overturned it on a great tag by the shortstop, but this time he clearly beat it.
I think this is now the first full game where we're getting the full Trevor Story experience. Doing everything well. The 1-1 pitch to Yoshida is on the ground, foul outside of first. I mean, he made the great running defensive play. He's hit 2 balls very hard. And now that. And that's been what we've been so excited for with Story. That his speed, his range with the new rules could really change games. He, by the way, is now 5 for his last 9, too. 1-2. He's running again. The pitch is swung on a miss. Throw to third. He's out. Story can't believe it. That was fantastic from Rogers. Trevor got an outstanding jump. And the Red Sox are talking to the video room. And it doesn't look like they are going to review this thing.
Tagged him up on the shoulder. Did the hand get
They are going to review it. I think he's safe, Joe.
I do, too.
Wow.
I think he got the hand in before he tagged him on the shoulder.
Very close.
Boston is challenging alcohol at third base.
They'll win this one.
That's the voice of the crew chief, Alan Porter.
Third base umpire Riggs took a little extra beat to make a decision there.
Fans have seen it. You know, he's got one of those sliding oven mitts, and it touched the bag before the tag. So this one should be overturned. I'm always a little mixed on whether that makes sense, right? You have this extra gear on that touches the bag before your actual hand. But it does count just the same. So Trevor likely to have 2 steals in this inning, and another replay really gives a great look at the picture here. Folks back in New York watching every angle. That's pretty cool on the Peacock show. They've got a live feed of the command center. Fans getting anxious, chanting safe, and we all think he will be.
Should be quick.
What a dynamic player Trevor Story is, and here we go.
After review, the call on the field is overturned. The runner is safe. Boston will retain their challenge.
Well, so Trevor hurt by replay Friday, helped by replay today.
That was real aggressive. By the way, Yoshida struck out on that play, so there are 2 outs, which makes it a less important play, but nevertheless, gamble pays off. 4th strikeout for Rodriguez, and now with 2 down and Story at third, here's Adam Duvall. Adam popped out on the first pitch to the third baseman. Here's the first one to him, and it is a cutter that misses inside for ball 1. For all the Red Sox issues up the middle this season, Trevor was always waiting in the wings. The 1-0 is a strike on the outside corner. It was hard to not think about him all the time and what he might offer this team. But because of the length of the IL stint, the duration of the recovery, it was a good long wait, but worth it. The 1-1 is high and foul down the right field side. Into the seats, and it's 1-2. We take 10 seconds for station ID on the Shaw's and Star Market WEEI Red Sox Radio Network.
From the WEEI studios, 93.7 WEEI FM and HD1, Lawrence, Boston. Always live on the free Odyssey app.
The pitch to Adam Duvall is a cutter from Eddie Rodriguez that misses. It's 2-2.
Justin Turner now has hit 8 balls over the wall and left and 8 balls off the monster.
That was one of the things that drew the Red Sox to him, that swing path. This guy, too. Duvall, the 2-2. That is inside, very close. And a full count. When you want to reel in fresh and delicious seafood, just head to the seafood department at Shaw's and Star Market. Take your pick from their wide assortment of quality seafood. 3-2 from Rodriguez to Duvall. Story at third, the pitch. That is on the ground and into left field, a base hit. Story comes home and scores, and the steal of third, enormous, allowing him to come home on that grounder with eyes, and the Red Sox lead it 3-1. Such a big part of identifying roster fits for this team is this ballpark, and Story, Duvall, Turner all do fit that mold. Here is Pablo Reyes, who crushed one that was caught to center field his first time. Here he is, swinging and missing at a fastball 92 miles an hour, and it's 0-1. So the second time through the order, the Red Sox have really hit Rodriguez hard. Refsnyder sharply on the nose. Turner homered. Story hit a bullet. 0-1 to Pablo. Here's the pitch. And it misses. A cut fastball outside, 1-1. A lot of red in the exit velocity column for the Red Sox in this inning. 1-1. Here's the pitch. Pablo swings and misses at a cutter. He's been a hot hitter. Behind here, 1-2. The grand slam that won the game notwithstanding, I mean, Pablo, the ball that he hit to center field, that's in some ways like his best bolt. Not known for power, but he really has given this team a lift. 1-2. Duvall can run. He leads at first. Casas on deck. 1-2 the count. Rodriguez is ready. The pitch is swung on and missed. He got him with a great changeup. And the inning is over, but the Red Sox put up 2. A homer from Turner, electricity from Story, and a big hit from Duvall. 3-1 after 3. Red Sox ahead on the Shaws and Star Market, WEEI Red Sox Radio Network.
A lot goes into taking care of your property. You need equipment with more reliability and versatility built in, like Kubota BX and L Series compact tractors, rated #1 in durability and owner experience. Z-Series mowers that deliver a quality cut, and Sidekick utility vehicles where durability meets speed. Visit your local Kubota dealer for a demo today.
In New Hampshire, visit MB Tractor and Equipment in Plastow, Pinnacle View Equipment in Walpole, or Chapel Tractor in Milford.
Why?
Why? If you have T-Mobile 5G home internet, you might be hearing this
Why?
a lot.
Why?
Every time your internet slows down during the busiest hours.
Why?
Why? Because your network gives priority to cell phone users.
Why?
Good question. Why not switch to Cox Internet with 2 times faster download speeds than T-Mobile 5G home internet during peak hours?
Okay.
Stop the whys and visit cox.com/5G home for details. T-Mobile prioritizes certain T-Mobile phone users over home internet users during times of congestion.
When you drive the most dependable mass market brand, you can stop thinking about what you can't do and start doing what you never thought possible. Visit your local Kia dealer today to see yourself behind the wheel of the #1 most dependable mass market brand 3 years in a row by J.D. Power. Kia, movement that inspires.
Call 800-334-KIA for details. Always drive safely. Kia received the fewest reported problems among mass market brands in the J.D. Power 2021 to 2023 U.S. Vehicle Dependability Studies. 2023 study based on 2020 models. See jdpower.com/awards for 2023 details.
Take Boston sports with you wherever you go. Download the Odyssey app. Now, back to Red Sox baseball on WEEI.
Cutter Crawford with a 3-1 lead on the mound in the top of the 4th. The first pitch to the red-hot Kerry Carpenter is a fastball that misses inside ball 1. Carpenter begins the Herb Chambers batting order, which is brought to you by Herb Chambers, BMW, Boston, Sudbury, and Medford. 1-0. Cutter throws. And he misses with a fastball. 2 balls and no strikes. I very much enjoyed the video montage before the last inning in which David Ortiz sent Torrey Hunter over the right field wall. The visiting bullpen, the 2-0, is up and in. A fastball, 3-0.
Steve Horgan, the policeman, prominent.
Arms to the sky, yep. 3 balls, no strikes. Pitch. That misses. So after getting 2 runs on the board, a 4-pitch walk to Carpenter to begin the 4th. And I think, obviously, that swing altered that entire series and season. And there are some who think it's the most significant swing in Red Sox history. Although I think you'd have to give Bill Miller a little run in that conversation.
And Poppy with the walk-offs in Game 4 and 5 against the Yankees in 2004.
No doubt about that. The breaking ball in the dirt. I mean, none of that is possible if Ortiz doesn't deliver those heroics. And to me, it's just that the first one was the most important. Lou Merloni is still very close with Bill Miller, considers him a very close friend, and he said that sometimes he'll ask Bill, hey, do you ever get bothered by the fact that Dave Roberts gets all the love for the stolen base? Not so much for you to get the hit. The 1-0 is popped up on the foul side of first behind the plate. Wong gives a look, and he's got room on the warning track. That's a nice play, and there's one away.
We're so happy Billy Miller comes to our fantasy camp, and every time I introduce him, we talk about his hit and how he owned Mariano Rivera. Don't forget that turnaround actually started July 27th, the game that was almost rained out. The Yankees, in fact, thought it was rained out, and Billy Miller won it with a bomb into the bullpen off Mariano Rivera, whom he owned. He hit over 500 against him.
It's just an astonishing thing. Here's Zach McKinstry, double played up behind Crawford, who throws a curveball for strike, 0-1.
Bill is now working in the Washington system.
Yeah, you texted with him the other day. He was with the Harrisburg Senators, right?
Right, at Erie, Tigers AA club.
0-1 from Crawford. 3-1 Red Sox leading in the 4th. Pitch is pop foul on the third base side.
And Bill Miller, Trot Nixon, and the Brian Dahlbach form a managerial team in fantasy camp. They're always competitive. It's all about how you draft in fantasy camp.
And Rich Gedman always wins.
He does. Men's and women's camp.
0-2, swinging a foul back. Can you, teleport your mind back to that moment in 2004 when Miller's at the plate and just the sensation inside this park?
It was electric. We all knew Dave Roberts was going to go. Rivera threw over there. Posada made a great throw. It gets closer and closer every time you watch it.
0-2 is low. Wasn't it Joe West at second, too?
Yes, it was. Joe West was instrumental in that whole series, overturning 2 calls that turned out to be pivotal. The karate chop by A-Rod at first base with Bronson Arroyo, and the ball that was hit for a Bellhorn for a 3-run homer that the umpire down the left field line said was in play, but it actually hit a fan in the chest that bounced back on the field at Yankee Stadium.
1-2 from Crawford to McKinstry. A long set. And the pitch is skied into center field. Refsnyder's been busy. He takes 5 steps in to his right, reaches up one hand, makes the play, and after the leadoff walk, 2 down.
You know, I think the home run that Billy Miller hit in that July game that helped turn the season around off Rivera was in our minds when he came up to the plate with runner at second and nobody out.
I bet it was in his, too, wouldn't you think?
Yes, and he hit a rocket up the middle. Rivera lunged for it, couldn't make the play, went through.
Here is Miggy. Cabrera with 2 down. The pitch is skied into center field again. Refsnyder drifts to his right, can of corn. Inning over. Crawford pitches beautifully around the leadoff walk. We go to the bottom of the 4th inning. 3-1 Red Sox in the Shaw's and Star Market WEEI Red Sox Radio Network.
Hi, I'm Henry Winkler. My eyes are very important to me. My eyes connect me with things I love. I loved my late father-in-law dearly. He always lit up a room, but his vision dimmed with age. He had age-related macular degeneration, or AMD. And since partnering with Apellis, I've learned there's an advanced form of the disease called geographic atrophy, or GA. His struggle with vision loss made me want to help others know about GA's warning signs. For some, straight lines seem wavy, like when looking at a door frame. For others, blurry or missing spots can make it hard to read or see loved ones' faces. Many have trouble seeing in low light, making driving at night difficult. GA gets worse over time and cannot be reversed. If you've been diagnosed with AMD and notice vision changes, don't wait. Talk to your eye doctor about GA today. Learn more at GAWon'tWait.com. That's GAWon'tWait.com.
How powerful is Cox Internet? So powerful that one day, your daughter will be able to simulate a soccer match against some of the world's best players right from your backyard. Get gig speeds powered by fiber from Cox. It's internet built for tomorrow, today. Internet delivered through Cox's hybrid fiber coax network. Speeds vary and are not guaranteed. Cox terms and other restrictions apply.
When you drive the most dependable mass market brand, you can stop thinking about what you can't do and start doing what you never thought possible. Visit your local Kia dealer today to see yourself behind the wheel of the #1 most dependable mass market brand 3 years in a row by J.D. Power. Kia, movement that inspires.
Call 800-334-KIA for details. Always drive safely. Kia received the fewest reported problems among mass market brands in the J.D. Power 2021 to 2023 U.S. Vehicle Dependability Studies. 2023 study based on 2020 models. See jdpower.com/awards for 2023 details.
The Rich Keefe Show, weekday afternoons starting at 6. Now back to the Shaw's and Star Market WEEI Red Sox Radio Network.
To the bottom of the 4th we go. 3-1 Red Sox leading the Tigers. The Diesel Direct poll question of the day at Sox Booth on Twitter. Garrett Whitlock's going to come back as a reliever. He's on the roster as of today. Better career numbers out of the pen. Next year, 2024, should he be a starter or a reliever? That's the question. Vote at Sox Booth. Here's Casas. He swings at the first pitch and grounds it foul outside the first base line. A slider, and it's 0-1.
Sunday night game, Braves at Mets. Yesterday in a doubleheader, the Braves outscored the Mets 27-3. 21-3 in the first, 6-0 in the second.
0-1 is inside to Casas. Olsen, Murphy, Albies. All just bombs away. 1-1. Here's the pitch. And that is a strike on the outside corner. I think they got a position player on the mound in the 9th inning, did the Braves, and cashed in. Casas takes his call of time. 4th inning brought to you by Cars for Kids. Donate your car and help a child today. Schedule your free pickup at carsforkids.com. 877 Cars for Kids. Casas walked and scored on the Wong triple his first time. 1-2. That's a good take on a slider, and it's 2-2. Braves are an absolute juggernaut.
Mendick, the kid out of UMass Lowell, pitched, gave up 8 runs on 8 hits.
2-2 is a rocket caught on a hop by the second baseman McKinstry. From his knees, he throws to first. That is highway robbery. Casas just put a charge into that thing at one hop off the dirt, and McKinstry, lunging back onto the grass, made a spectacular play.
There are 13 pitchers on his staff. You shouldn't have to use position players.
They have changed the rules where it has to be the 8th inning or later. You have to be winning by 10, trailing by 6. The pitch to Wong is a bunt down the third base line. Eddie picks it up with a bare hand, throws to first, and it is in time. We wondered whether the Red Sox would do that with Wong. He laid down a good one, but that was great from Rodriguez, and the throw did beat him. So some really good Tiger defense in this inning. That is knowing the personnel on the other side. Oh, that's